Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Royal Stoners here. Welcome back to another video. How are you guys doing? Let me know down below in the comments. I always like to know. I'm having a wonderful night myself. Let me know what you guys are doing down below in the comments. Also, before we get into this video, I'd like to let you guys know that we have a new Instagram and Snapchat out. I would like you guys to go follow that. The Instagram is Royal Stoners with 2 R's and a Z. I'm gonna put that up there on the screen for you guys. And the Snapchat is Royal Stoners with a Z or an S 42. I'm not too sure. I'll put it up on the screen too for you guys. But yes, I want you guys to go follow that because you guys will get exclusive content anywhere from seeing when I'm gonna upload, and you guys also get to come join me and talk to me and smoke with me, you know, and fucking view my stories and shit, whatever. But yeah, guys, before we get into this story time though, guys, I want you guys to light up, smoke up, take a toke with me, take a little smoke break, because I'm about to hit my dab pen, you guys. Cheers.
God damn.
That was a good ass hit. I hope you guys are as stoned as I am, because this story time is about to be a fucking banger. Today's video is gonna be a fucking banger. As always, you know, we're gonna be talking about some crazy ass shit here. I'm gonna be telling you guys about the first time I drank hydrocodone syrup. Now, damn, man. Okay, I didn't only drink hydrocodone syrup, I also smoked meth, but that was the next day after getting the syrup. Anyways, we're gonna get into this. Well, the first day of this story began with me waking up and not craving fentanyl, because this was before I had ever tried it. Now, I was still experimenting with like all kinds of other substances, guys, like, you know, hint the name of the story time, like, Jesus, fucking hydrocodone and meth. But yeah, when I woke up on this day, I was thinking about, what am I going to get fucked up on? I found myself thinking about this shit a lot, actually, guys, like, during this time. I was constantly questioning myself and thinking about, ooh, what am I going to get fucked up on today? Now, shit, I went scrolling through my phone, you know, looking for fucking options and ways to get fucking drugs. I ended up coming across this dude on my phone we're going to call Johnny. Now, Johnny, he's a pretty interesting person. His older brother was the one who sold me the fentanyl that I overdosed on in the overdosing story, but Johnny wouldn't sell me any because, like, he fucked with me, kind of. Like, I mean, you know, it's like a plug relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's cool as fuck, though. I would ride or die for Johnny. But, yeah, I ended up texting him, you know, and I was asking him if he had anything I could buy off of him. And he quickly responded with, yes, bro, I got 4 ounces of this hydrocodone syrup left. I could sell you. Throw me a price. I was like, bet, bro. I was like, yes, dog. My eyes lit up when he said this shit. I was like, okay. Is $60 okay? He was like, yeah, man, that's a bet. I got you. Can you pull up? I was excited, man. I was like, yes, bro, I can pull up. I'm gonna find a ride, all right? And then I'll be on the way. So, you know, I went into the living room and I asked my fucking grandma if I could have a ride, right? And I told her, right, I was like, I need you to take me so I can go get some weed. Now, at this time, my grandma was very on to me about drugs. Like, she knew that I was doing drugs. She was suspicious of it. So, you know, she was like immediately questioning it right off the bat. But I ended up convincing her, and she took me anyways, right? And the car ride there was like 15 minutes long. I remember the way to his house now by heart, okay? Well, we got there, and I got my shit. I hid it in my pants, and then on the way home, I asked my grandma if we could stop by the store and I could pay for a drink. Because, you know, guys, when you got the hydrocodone syrup, you gotta get a Sprite for it. You have to. What else are you gonna pour up into? Like, if you don't get a Sprite, guys, it would have been a waste. Like, it would completely be a waste. So, we stopped by a gas station. I got me a cherry Sprite. Then we headed to the crib. Okay, so once we got to the crib, I looked at my shit I had, and it was good, you know. It was hydrocodone syrup. I could just tell, you know, but I was still skeptical. Even though it said hydrocodone on the bottle and the person's name was scratched out, I was still skeptical because I had been sold fake lean before in the past. So, well, I opened it up. And, you know, I was like, all right, I guess we're going to have to go in, guys. So I opened it up. I poured me up about 2 lines, you know, 2 ounces, and I saved the rest. So I poured that shit up, watched it go in, and when you're watching lean pour up, like, it instantly makes the Sprite turn a different color. So I poured that shit in. I, turned it upside down, shook it up a little bit, and turned it upside down again, and it started changing colors. You know, it turned red. Hydrocodone syrup is red. I mean, the hydro syrup I had was red. It was METH, that's what it was. But, anyways, guys. Now, if you haven't sipped it before, it actually doesn't taste that bad. It's really not that bad. It tasted good as fuck. And it got me pretty alright off of 2 ounces now. I was sitting there sipping that shit, listening to music and playing some games, and I felt it almost instantly. Like after 20 minutes, like literally after 20 minutes, I was itching and talking a lot and fucking playing the fuck out of my game. But, yeah, I eventually got bored of that shit, you know, playing the game. So I was like, you know what? I need some weed. This will make the game even better. So, you know, I went outside I got out my weed, right? I don't remember how much I had. I rolled me up a blunt, you know. I went outside. I sparked that shit up. And I was sitting there smoking my blunt while filling this fucking hydro syrup. I was like, damn, life is good. This shit feels great. So I smoked that blunt, right? I went back inside. I played me a few more matches of whatever I was playing. I think I was playing fucking Call of Duty, Warzone, or Fortnite or something. I don't really remember. But, yeah, I played the fuck out of that shit while stoned and high. And then I fucking fell asleep, okay? No. I drank the rest of my Sprite, right? And I started nodding a bit, right? So I went and laid down on my bed, and I started falling asleep. So the next day, right, is where the meth happens. This is where that all happens, right? I woke up to my phone ringing, and it was this guy we're going to call Jason. Now, I don't really talk to Jason anymore, but he made rap music and shit, and he lived with his dad in a trailer. And he was a pretty cool person, but his dad, I've smoked hella meth with his dad. His dad is my mom's best friend, and I've hung out with them a lot, and we've snorted meth, smoked it, done all kinds of shit together. Well, I promised Jason that this day I'd come over with him and I'd make music with him, right? So, you know, I got up, took a shower, brushed my teeth, got ready, and I headed to his house because it was literally like right up the street from my place. So I brought my weed, I brought my hydro syrup to get us right while making music, and I think I had like 2 ounces of hydro syrup left and 3 grams of weed. So, you know, I walked over there. When I got there, he was already playing beats. I could hear it walking up the driveway. I walked up his driveway, you know, he had cars everywhere in front of his house. Like, they were all being worked on and shit, too. His yard looked kind of like a junkyard or like a scrap yard, you know. But it was a pretty chill environment. It was a pretty chill spot, besides the fact that his dad did meth with me, but we'll get to that. Well, anyways, I went inside, hearing the beats and shit, and I said, yo, what's up, Jason? How you doing, bro? And I dabbed him up, you know. He was like, yo, bro, how you been, dog? He was like, man, we ain't seen each other in so long. What you been on? I was like, shit, man, I just been drinking this hydro syrup. You want some? He was like, man, what? You been drinking lean? I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, hell yeah, bro. I was like, nah, I just only got it yesterday. And he was like, damn, so you still doing it, though? I was like, yes, sir, this shit's real, bro. And, I forgot to mention to you guys, before I went over to Jason's house, I stopped at the store and I got me a Polar Pop. I went to the Circle K and got me a Polar Pop, right? And I poured the rest of my hydro syrup in that shit before we started making music and shit. And, we were sitting in his, living room, right? Making beats and, you know, rapping and shit. Just making music and drinking this hydro syrup. He didn't want none, though. I was drinking the hydro syrup, though. But we were hitting GBs and shit of my weed and his weed. I matched it with him. We made some rap songs. I'm not really that good at rapping, y'all, but I mean, if y'all want to hear some shit from me, let me know. I might make a parody rap song in the future or something. It definitely won't be no legit shit, though, because I ain't doing that. But, yeah, guys, we just vibed out and did that, you know. And afterwards, it came time for me to leave. So, I packed up my things. I said goodbye to this little faggot. No, I'm just playing. That's not what happened. I forgot to tell y'all. While we were making beats and shit, right, his dad comes in there and he's like, hey, Peyton, come to the room real quick. I need to see you for a second so that we can talk. It's like you're ignoring me, bro. Like, where the fuck you been? I was like, what, bro? I was like, I've been in here making music with your son. They're not really, like, it's not really his son. He adopted him. But, like, that is technically his son, right? Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, I went into the room with him, right? I was like, yo, what's up, dog? How you been? We're gonna call this dude fucking Gerald. A lot of J names in the story time. Well, I said what's up to Gerald, right? He was like, yo, Terry missed you. I forgot what his fucking ferret's name was, but we're gonna call it Terry, okay? Terry missed you, Royal Stoners. I was like, hell yeah, bro. What's up, Terry? I said what's up to his ferret, you know? And he was like, bro, you gotta try this new dope I got. And I was like, fuck it. I was like, all right, man. I was like, bet. All right. So he starts spinning the pipe, right, Gerald? I'm like, all right, bro. All right. He passes that shit to me. I hit that shit, you know? I'm like, all right, man, I'm not going to be sitting in here too much longer because I don't want Jason to see me smoking meth because we're supposed to hide it from Jason, which made it awkward. Like, that's why I didn't want to go in there for long and sit with him and chill, because if Jason came in there and saw us smoking meth, Jason would have told my grandma. He would have freaked out and all that. He didn't like that shit. Well, you know, I did that. I smoked a little bit of meth, and I was high as fuck, right? I was, like, geeking. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, I shouldn't have done that, like, while I was on the hydro syrup, because it just potentiated the fucking hydrocodone, and it also made this, like, weird mixing effect. Do not do meth and hydrocodone together, guys, okay? That is a PSA from Royal Stoners. The more you know. Well, after I did that, right, I went back in there with fucking Jason, right, and we just hung out and made some music. We got one song done, right, which is an accomplishment for two fucking stoners, and we got one song done, right, and I wish I could let you guys hear that shit, but I do not know where it's at. I would have let y'all hear it, but I can't find it. It was a great song, okay? It was really good. He was good, but I was just atrocious, bro. You could tell I was fucked up. I sounded like I was like nodding out while making that shit, bro. Well, anyways, guys, after we made the song and shit, I had to go home. So, you know, I went home, I sweated off the drugs, and I don't really remember what happened after that. I mean, I do. I do remember. I ended up talking with my grandma for a little while until I got bored and went to my room and played video games. And then after that, I went to sleep, just like a normal night during those times. But, yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this story time, let me know down below in the comments. Before we go, though, guys, we're going to have to hit a little bit off this dab pen. If y'all have anything to smoke on out there, let me know what you're smoking on down in the comments, a blunt, joint, or a dab. I'm about to hit a pen, so, yeah, cheers, y'all. My pen is extremely clogged, but it's still hitting. There we go. Well, as I told y'all in the beginning of the video, I have an Instagram and a new Snapchat out. If y'all follow me on there, y'all can come smoke with me, talk with me, and see when I'm uploading videos, guys. Well, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one, guys. Peace.